The Temple Owls have been subpar at best for a long time. Well, they've decided that they don't want to be anymore. Last year they went 3-9. They had a nice win against Utah State, had a close loss to Coastal Carolina, uh, a decent win against Tulsa, a 3-point win in overtime against Florida Atlantic last year, and a touch loss by touchdown against North Texas last year. Well, this year they've decided they were fed up. They hired a new coach by the name of Keeler. This dude's got an actually impressive resume. He's 271 wins, 112 losses, one tie. Now, if you're asking how long's he been coaching to be able to get a tie? Uh, this dude's been. This was on the NCAA Division III level. Got the tie in 1995. He's been coaching since '93 as a head coach. Started out again with Rowan University Profs and took them to the NCAA Division III championship. Wow, two, three, four, 5 times. We're not talking about the playoffs. We're talking about the actual game. 5 times. Took it to the Division III semifinal twice at that same school. Then he got hired to the Delaware Fighting Blue Hens, where he won the NCAA Division One AA championship. Lost it twice more and got to the quarterfinal another time. Now, not every season was amazing for him, but he still did do pretty good. And then he got hired into Sam Houston Bearcats. Uh, he's done a really good job. So this is somebody that the Temple Owls showed if they're being serious. So we're going to take a look at what it looks like he's going to be able to do at Temple next year. So let's take a look at the schedule. Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there. Okay. They start out by going to UMass. I don't know what they're thinking on this one, but they're going to UMass. They're going to win this one. It's UMass. UMass has got a few more years before they'll be able to start taking on anybody. It's a simple fact that UMass needs that MAC conference money coming in to help them build up what they need. So, yeah, they're going to start out with the win. Next game's versus Howard. Not even going to be a problem. I mean, it's Howard. So, starting out with 2 wins. Then Oklahoma, in the strangest situation that anybody has seen in a while, Oklahoma is going to Temple in Philadelphia. Yes, you heard that right. University of Oklahoma is going to visit Temple. Strange. That's going to be a loss for Temple. It's nothing bad against Temple, Oklahoma, and it's nothing good about Oklahoma. Sooners just have a superior team. So they're going to be 2-1. Then they're going to Atlanta to play Georgia Tech. This will put them at 2-2. Um, their next game is UTSA. This is a in conference game. UTSA was 6-6 last year, but their wins were they got lucky against Memphis and they convincingly beat Temple last year. So I mean, this is probably going to be a loss. This is probably going to see them at 2-3. Then Navy's coming to them. Temple looks like they're going to be better, but not against Navy. Uh, it's going to be 2-4. Charlotte 49ers, they went 5-7 last year, and it's a decent team and all. I think the new look Temple by this point should be able to beat them. So we're going to go 3-4, even though it is an away game. Tulsa, I think, is going to be a better team next year. I don't know what it is. For some reason, I like Tulsa next year. I'm probably way off. I don't know why, but uh, so this is 3-6 or three and sorry, so 3-5. There we go. Sorry. Um, East Carolina's coming to them. I think that'll be a fourth win. I really do. I think that's going to be a fourth win. That'll put them one over. So 4-5. They're going to West Point. West Point's going to be busy this year. That's a loss right there. They're going to be 4-6 after November 8th. On top of the fact of that it's Army's got a decent team. Tulane, they're going to be 4-7. Tulane's another one of those teams. Now, here's a prediction that I honestly think. Now, I could be wrong about the team, but they're going to get a fifth win with North Texas. I'm looking at North Texas. It's either North Texas, Tulsa, or UTSA. One of those three teams is going to give them a fifth win, but I think it's going to be North Texas. They're going to North Texas, but I think that Temple with Casey Keeler as the head coach, I think that they could be a spoiler. And there's a couple of these teams that just, they've had it too good. And the Americans getting better, but not every team's getting better, if you know what I mean. I think this is going to be a 5-7 year for Temple. I really do. I could be wrong. Their floor, in my opinion, is 3 games. I think that the worst that they're going to do is win 3 games. Depending on how Casey Keeler's able to get Temple going, that they could end up 3-9. I'm looking at their schedule. I'm looking at the teams that they're playing. No, they're not going to be beating Oklahoma. No, they're not going to be beating Georgia Tech. Nor do I believe they can beat Tulane, Army, or Navy. Charlotte's a decent team. UTSA is a decent team. Tulsa is going to be a decent team, in my opinion. I think North Texas is going to be a decent team. But I think out of that, I think that they can get a couple more wins. East Carolina, I think, is going to be. I, Looking at East Carolina, I think that they did much better last year than they're going to be able to do this year. I could be wrong. It's just I'm looking at what they did last year. I'm looking at what they're going into this year. You know, they went to a bowl game last year. They went 8-5. There were just some things that just didn't, you know. And I like East Carolina. I could be completely wrong, but I'm looking at this schedule for Temple. They might East Carolina could whoop them from 10 ways to Sunday, but I still think they can pull one out when it comes to UTSA, Charlotte, Tulsa, or North Texas. I think they can pull a couple of them out from that one. And I think East Carolina is going to be one of those games that it's like, I don't know, there's just something about that one. East Carolina is just something just, I don't know. Maybe I'll get to it when I get to the East Carolina team. I'm going to do best case scenario in East Carolina when I get to them. And I like East Carolina. I really, really do. People just, that was the, where East Carolina was at, that was the school that we partied next to when I was in the Marine Corps when I was stationed in North Carolina. So I've dealt with East Carolina. I think it's a good place. And I East Carolina should be a winning team next year, but they also like they've got a couple of things going on with them that I'm just looking at it going, maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I don't think Temple's going to a bowl game. Talking about them, you tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I honestly don't think they'll go to a bowl game. But I think they're going to be putting on a good show, and I think they're going to start showing they're going to be scary. But that's because Casey Keeler is that good of a coach. You'll look into him, you'll see what I mean. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.